Hey everybody, Johnny B. Good here. I'm back. Okay, as you can see, we are still here at the same place. This is somewhere around Madison, Wisconsin. And all right, Patrice, once again, thank you very much for contributing to the Johnny B. Good radio show. Once again, thank you very, very much. That was a very, very nice recording and very detailed, and overall it was really, really good. Okay, I would like to talk to you, Patrice, about Goldie. All right, as you know, I went to Manitowoc with my wife the other day, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, to had Goldie do an oil change. Goldie right now, well, to begin with, Goldie is a 2008 Goldwing GPS navigation edition. Goldie is equipped with heated grips, heated seats, heated foot peg vents, and also has reverse, and it has a separate passenger heated seats. That can be controlled from low, medium to very, very hot. And sometimes I will play a joke with my wife, and I'll turn it on. Next thing you know, she's complaining why her butt is really hot. But anyway, Goldie right now has about 34,644. That's when I had the oil change. Now, according to the periodic maintenance, I was supposed to do a whole bunch of things at 32,000. So I'm a bit 464 or 44 miles above right now. So one of the things that the dealership mentioned was to flush out the old coolant, flush out and replace the gear oils, new spark plugs, possibly, or definitely check the valves, the overhead valves, and then possibly adjust the valves and maybe even shim it, and that would cost a little bit more. And also, the air filter has never been changed on that. That has been on there since the motorcycle was brand new. So those are the things that he mentioned. The upcoming expenses that I am not looking forward to spending on. But then again, for the last 7 years I've had Goldie, all I really had to do was an oil change, oil filter change, and one replacement of both tires, front and back. So, you know, it's not that bad. It's a machine. It needs maintenance. It needs be taken care of somewhere, somehow or another. It will demand a certain amount of money, I guess. So anyway, by the way, I did mention on Facebook the other day that the oil change Now this is just a regular oil change plus an oil filter change, and to check the tire pressure it was $88. Now some of you out there suggested that I was exaggerating or I was lying. I I have the receipt to prove to you that the motorcycle on a Honda Goldwing at a dealership is $88. I don't know why it is hard for you to believe, or why would I make it up? What would I gain if I was to be lying about it? But anyway, I was talking to Paul. Paul is the service manager, and I think he's overall manager at Manitowoc, Wisconsin Honda motorcycle dealership. He's a real nice guy. So I asked him about the the 2015, 2016 Honda Goldwings and what the difference are between mine and the new ones. Well, he said that the new ones have XM radio. They have better satellite navigation. They also have live update, traffic update, which I would imagine you would have to subscribe to or pay a monthly fee to get that service. What else? You know, when it comes to navigation, as far as update goes, man, I got my Google phone with me. I don't need all that junk. Supposedly bigger storage areas. It also, one of the things that I would like to have is it has just like Blue has, it has a remote tire pressure gauge that allows you to see what the tire pressure on the tire at all times electronically, so you don't really need to get down there on the floor and check it there. You know, you gotta admit, checking the tire pressure on the Goldwings are not exactly the easiest one, especially on the back. I mean, you can't just a matter of kneeling down. You got to get down on the floor and find you some mat to prevent you from getting dirty. But you know, they do sell those gadgets separately. They sell those aftermarket gadgets that you put it on your valve stem, and they do have signal via Bluetooth, just like Blue does, and you could, you could see the tire pressure that way. I also asked them what was the average resale value of my 2008 Goldwing right now. He said I'd be lucky if I can get $13,000 for it, because the market right now is flooded with used Goldwings out there. There are so many used Goldwings in the market that it's really a buyer's market right now. And so all said and done, a brand new Goldwing right now would probably about the 22 to 24,000, depending on the model Goldwing that you get. Now, I personally like the GPS models. You know, there's so many people out there that buy motorcycle and they go on the cheaper route, and they don't buy the built-in GPS on it because they want to save a little bit of money, and later on they regret not getting it because they end up buying an extra gadget somewhere, putting it on the motorcycle. And, you know, when you go to a restaurant, when you go leave your motorcycle somewhere or whatever, you don't want to leave all that stuff on your motorcycle where somebody can just walk by and take it with them, you know. Yeah. So I think Andy went through the same problem with that too. He's bought himself a small motorcycle that it did not have all that gadgets, and he expressed his regret. So the point is, I do like my gadgets. I do like my GPS. So yeah, the brand new 2015 or 16 Goldwing right now will probably cost you about, as I said, anywhere to 22 to 24,000. If I was to get 13,000 for my Goldwing, that leaves me about $10,000 difference. And if I were to get a new Goldwing, sure, granted, it's brand new, it's all warranted, it's all got the little bells and whistles a little bit, but it doesn't justify the $10,000 that I don't have, that I will be spending. As Paul said, you know, instead of spending $10,000 more on buying a brand new Goldwing, why not just spend a couple $1,000s and invest it on your Goldwing and bring it up to date, do all those periodic maintenance. There's nothing wrong with Goldie. I mean, Goldie is just, I still consider Goldie a brand new motorcycle. Man, the way that engine is humming, there's no rust to it. I don't think I can justify spending $10,000 on a brand new Goldwing right now for just a little bit of this and that. So, all right. Well, one of the points that I also wanted to make was, it dawned on me that one of the options that I was contemplating is to possibly go to a BMW dealership, because I have heard so many good things about a BMW, and one of the things that BMW that I keep hearing people from is they ride a lot smoother than the Goldwing, and the electronics on the BMWs are so much more convenient and more advanced than the Honda Goldwings. it's kind of like the difference between a Honda Goldwing and a BMW is they will both go, you know, the same amount of distance, except that the BMW is just a little bit more refined. Just a little bit more refined, just a little bit more. As I said, I like the electronics on a BMW, the rotary. It doesn't have all the switches like the Goldwing does. So those are things that, and as I said, they ride more, a little bit more comfortable. But one of the things that I always, now I don't know whether it's true, I don't know, I always have this thought in the back of my head that BMWs are much more expensive, both in price and maintenance and parts. But then again, you know, first of all, I am not in a position to get a new motorcycle. That doesn't mean I can't dream of one. All right. Second, yeah, I could probably push myself to buy me a new motorcycle, buy me a BMW, if I was really into it. But for the amount of time that I ride a motorcycle, which is not that much, yeah, I'll stick with Goldie. If I was to ride 8 months out of the year on a motorcycle, yeah, I could justify myself getting a new motorcycle or a BMW. But just the way it is, just to buy a new motorcycle and just, it's got more parking time than riding time, nah, can't justify that. So anyway, my wife and I both agreed that since I'm not really going anywhere, I mean, I could probably just go to Green Bay or back and forth for the rest of the season. We're gonna wait until spring to spend the oh, by the way, all those periodic maintenance, which it will probably shock you, the air filter change, the gearbox, the oil change, the coolant flush replaced. What else? Spark plug and overhead valves. He's figuring on about $700 to $800. Yeah, I know. My wife couldn't believe it either. She said, you know, your Goldwing almost cost 2 or 3 times more the maintenance than our regular Toyota Sequoia. Which is true. Which is hard to understand, because why would something so small cost so much more, right? So that's what I've been facing this weekend. As I said, I'm not in a position to buy a Goldwing or a new motorcycle. But that's when the dreaming kicks in. So Patrice, thank you very much for your motorcycle stories, and if anytime you wanna come down here in the United States and ride with me to Blue to California before you do your trucking endeavor, give me a call or just message me and I'll introduce you to Blue. And also, I wish you well on your trucking endeavors and adventures. I hope to meet you someday. Okay, that was a little bit too long of a video, so I better quit now. We'll catch you guys later. Patrice, thank you. Peace.